name's Gavin Poyer, and welcome back. Today we're listening to Ballads 1 by Joji. So Joji is an artist that I've only heard a little bit. I've heard Run, I've heard Slow Dancing in the Dark. Other than that, I know that they are Filthy Frank, a huge YouTuber a long time ago, basically at the start of YouTube, right? So that's really cool to go into this and know that they're the same person. So we're going to start off with number 1, Attention.
To throw a little bit of attention. If I hurt you, I'm afraid God's gonna teach me a lesson.
Okay.
Now would you hate me if I said goodbye so quick?
So we're getting feelings of, not getting attention, basically. If we're in a relationship with somebody, we want their attention. If we're ignored, then, what's the point of the relationship?
Could eat my dust. Now would you hate me if I ran like hell in the wind from dawn till dusk? When you cry, you waste your time over boys you never liked. Can you not be so obvious? So keep it alive. So keep it alive. Nah. I thought I vocalized my troubles, but I'm not on this side.
Ooh, I like the kind of atmosphere that's being put into this. The bass, in a way, is kind of drowning out the vocals during this section right here. I don't know if that's to further immerse you into the atmosphere, or if that's more just Joji kind of starting out in his career.
I don't wanna die so young. Not so much to do. I don't smile for the camera. Only smile for you. Smile for you. Now would you hate me if I said goodbye so quick you could eat my dust?
I like it. I feel like this so far kind of just brings you into this downtrodden kind of mood, and I'm fully here for it. Like, I like the atmosphere, and I don't know, something about his vocals to me read as like theatrical. So almost like on a stage presenting sadness in a way. Not that it isn't believable, but it does feel theatrical to me.
Now would you hate me if I ran like hell in the wind from dawn till dusk? When you cry, you waste your time over boys you never liked. Can you not?
Okay, short and sweet. We are on to number 2, Slow Dancing in the Dark.
I don't wanna freeze. I want my life into waiting to get there.
Okay, so maybe talking about a relationship again. I don't want to be a friend. I don't want to be stuck in the friend zone. I want my life in 2. So maybe as an individual, but also as in a relationship.
Waiting for you. When I'm around, so dancing in the dark. Don't follow me, you'll end up in my arms. You don't made up your mind. I don't need no more songs. Can you?
So I have heard this song before, and for people that haven't heard this song, I would highly, highly recommend that you go watch the video, because I feel like the video, I mean, it perfectly kind of matches the mood of this. I think Joji does a really good job of doing that with his videos. Like, I've only seen two, but each of them has been freaking spectacular.
Can't you see?
This was the first song that actually got me introduced to Joji. Um, I didn't know that he was Filthy Frank, like, right off the bat when I heard this song.
Shutting me out, doing so great. You used to be the one to hold you when you fall. I don't fuck with your heart.
Okay, so maybe a falling out of the relationship, breaking up, seeing them with somebody else. Because a lot of this is kind of past tense, right? Used to be the one to hold you when you fall. So, you know, he used to be in a relationship with her. He used to catch her in her bad moments, but now it's somebody else. And, you know, he's kind of stuck behind that window, just peering in on their relationship, wishing that he could still be with her.
I wanna go home. Could it be one night? Can you? Give me reasons we should be complete. You should be with them, I can't compete. You looked at me like I was someone else. Can't you see?
I think that's one of his most beautiful lyrics so far. You looked at me like I was someone else. And I don't know, having someone do that to you, having someone that you know, built a relationship and a history with, not see you as somebody that has helped you along in your life, probably, you know, that used to help you when you fell down. You don't even recognize them anymore. Like, that cuts deep. That cuts deep, and I feel like the emotions that he puts in his vocals they're very evident of that, really. Yeah, I love that song. In that last, you know, few sections, I feel like there's so much emotion in that. I feel like there's probably anger, there's probably sadness, there's probably regret. We're on to number 3, Test Drive.
She don't wanna tell lies. She don't wanna tell lies. She just wanna feel alive. She just wanted more time.
I like that, you know, so far throughout the first 3 songs, they all seem pretty matched with the mood. And I love that. You know, if an album can really be consistent in the mood they're trying to convey, then that's a successful project to me.
Looking for a long ride. She just wanna test drive. Dying on the west side. I'll see you in the next life. What do you want, babe? I don't like when you tell me. You've been calling the wrong name. I said, what do you want, babe? I'm working on my aim. I'm hoping you do the same.
So I think we're talking about a failing relationship. And that's something that's been consistent in the past two songs, right? So, I think we're following kind of a theme of falling out with, a lover, somebody that you've been in a relationship with.
You got me afraid again, so let me just pray again. You gon' jump through hoops. Know how many lines you do. Won't matter when you lose. Everything I've done for you. She don't wanna tell lies. She don't wanna tell lies. She just wanna feel alive. She just wanted more time. I'm looking for a long ride. She just wanna test drive.
This is content that we've heard before on millions and millions of albums, right? Breaking up with somebody. But I think the difference here is I feel like Joji is putting a lot of emphasis on the emotion of it, right? I like the way that it's written here. It's written as kind of like a car drive, right? A test drive, so to speak. So maybe like testing out the relationship and it doesn't really work out. But, the emotion behind that is so evident to me.
Waiting on a sacrificial life. Waiting on the ones who didn't fight. I told you not to waste my fucking time. I told you never sing the song you like. You gon' jump through hoops. Know how many lines you do. No matter when you lose. Everything I've done for you.
Like that is like a prime example of what I'm talking about. That section right there is 100% effective for me. It gets me tearing up. I feel that. I feel that emotion, and I believe it.
You just wanna test drive. Dying on the west side. I'll see you in the next life.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this so far. A consistent tone, and I think that's great. On to number 4, Wanted You. Torn into 1,000 shapes and folds. Torn into 1,000 ways I know. Just another example of how broken he feels. Torn into 1,000 shapes and folds. Like, frick me. That's good imagery. I like that. I like that a lot. I love the kind of sprinkling of the chimes in the background. Kind of just nice little sprinkles of spice here and there to keep things interesting, and I like that. Like, all these are really slow-paced songs, like ballads. To me, it's keeping my interest. It's keeping my interest a lot. Like, these are interesting songs to me. Take your fucking time. Hits hard for me. One, because I think that's the first F-bomb that we've heard so far. I think the first curse that we've heard at all in the entire project so far. So the emphasis on that kind of pokes out to me. You can take your fucking time showing almost the desperation for this relationship, for the meeting of this person, for it to work out, right?
I'm on trial. I'm not so good at hiding most of the truths. You see it on my face when I turn blue. So punish me, I'm hanging on your noose. So pull me up so I can breathe with you.
So punish me, I'm hanging on your noose. So pull me up so I could breathe with you. The imagery in this is really vibrant. Vibrant in like in like the most morbid way possible, right? Like I can really picture that hanging on the noose and the almost like the other person in the relationship holding all the strings. It's almost like they have a leash on Joji. One thing I like about Joji's music is the use of guitar solos. In the song Run, I think it plays like a really huge part in that song. I feel like whenever a guitar solo is placed in a Joji song, it serves a purpose, right? It has like this huge kind of emotional tone to it. It matches the song, like what we just heard, and in Run. Like, yeah, I think it's placed really well. I feel like it fits the sound, the tone, everything that we've gotten so far. We're on to number 5, Can't Get Over You. There's still that desperation and sadness, but there's kind of like a funky groove to this one. Very, very low key, right? But it's still there.
Got a box cutter with your name on it. Tell me more, I can't stay this long on the same topic. I don't know you, but would I fall in love with you? I don't have no social cues. Can't get over you.
I think it's funny that he mentioned I can't stay this long on the same topic, but pretty much so far 5 songs all the way through, it's been kind of the same topic, right? It's been about not having the person that you want. Breaking up, falling out of a relationship and wanting that person, or I guess not having the relationship in the first place but still wanting that person but not having it. He's been pretty dead on with that this entire time. I'm I'm liking the length of these songs too, because it's nothing that's just like 6 minutes without a purpose. Like these are pretty quick. I think the longest one we've seen so far is actually, I don't even think it's broken 4 minutes yet, which is always nice to see, because you don't want a project that's like an hour and 20 minutes of breaking up with somebody, unless it's like Igor from Tyler the Creator, and it's really easy to listen to, right? I think it's really really consumable, and I think that's one of the best things it has going for it. The track number 6, yeah, right. Okay.
I'ma fuck up my life.
Ooh, ooh.
I'ma fuck up my life. We gon' party all night. She don't care if I die.
I like that sound. I like that sound. I think there's a lot of layering with his voice going on, and like that hard hitting bass. Kind of just like a lo-fi hard hitting song in a way already, and I love that mood.
Yeah, right, yeah, right. Yeah, I bet you won't cry. Yeah, I bet you won't try. But you know I don't mind. But you know I don't mind. Yeah, right, yeah, right. Yeah, right, yeah, right. Yeah, right, yeah, right.
And we have the chimes again, and I think it's placed really really nicely. Like I'm hearing things here and there that are just really really piquing my interest. Like this project so far has just been really fun, which is ironic because it's not happy at all. It's quite the opposite of that. But the sounds that I'm hearing are so hopeful. Hopeful because I know that Joji will put in the work. He'll put in the work and become a great freaking artist. I can already tell.
Yeah, you better know that she ain't never give a single fuck about me. Yeah, you bet you know that we ain't never gonna be together, I see. Yeah, you better go to see what I'm feeling like a drum without me. Yeah, yeah, it's so good. And I think that's kinda neat. What you know about love? What you know about life? What you know about blood? Bitch, you ain't even my type.
While he does maintain tone and everything like that, right? I do kind of wish that he did push himself a little bit more vocally, which we got in Slow Dancing in the Dark, right? But so far besides that, I don't think we've really gotten something that has pushed um, beyond, or at least up to that point. I know this is his earlier work, right? And with songs like Run, he pushes himself to, I don't know if it's his limit, but like he's been working on his vocals, I could tell. So I know that he works on himself and he works on his vocals, right? I just don't see him going beyond certain thresholds here.
Yeah, you better know that she ain't never give a single fuck about me. Yeah, you bet you know that we ain't never gonna be together, I see. Yeah, you better go to see what I'm feeling like a drum without me. Yeah, yeah, it's so good. And I think that's kinda neat.
Putting Slow Dancing in the Dark aside, I think that's probably my favorite song on here so far. I love the kind of lo-fi, hard-hitting beat. I love the layering on his voices. I like the chimes in the background. Kind of everything just worked together on that song. I liked it a lot. On to number 7, Why Am I Still in LA? Girl, you choke me sitting airtight Ziploc right now. Will you let me win a fair fight? So what is this referencing? Is he in a relationship in this moment in this song? Guess he can't really speak what he's trying to say. Or he can't speak his thoughts, maybe. Ooh. Great kind of shift there. I love the distortion of the guitars and everything. It really does kind of match the mood, right? Like you don't feel good. He probably doesn't feel good in this situation, right? We started out the song with saying that you choke me sitting airtight, zip lock right now. Like that to me reads as something that is locked away that kind of needs to get out. A lot of tension that needs to be dealt with that probably isn't. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Speak of the devil, holy crap. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. I think that kind of goes in line with what I was saying about his guitar solos. I feel like it serves a purpose. I feel like that point right there, that was like a release of the tension, or maybe in a way what it feels like to be shut out, have those emotions bottling up and you can't really get them out. Okay. So I think we're kind of referencing drugs here. Maybe he used to partake in drugs. I'm not really sure. I don't know the history behind him, but we start off this verse saying "falling for your red eyes." Red eyes meaning that she probably does a lot of drugs, right? Later on, I mean Joji, comes to a realization that the situation isn't good for him. You're not fine. He needs to get out. Hold on. Is the relationship we're talking about here his relationship with LA? That might make a little more sense. I think I could kind of see it both ways. Because he uses words like girl, right? So that would work for an actual relationship with another person. But within LA, there's probably millions of drugs, lots of ways to, I'm assuming, get drugs. LA could probably be associated with drugs in a way. Lots of cocaine, lots of rich, famous people, lots of parties. So I could see the connection there. So maybe we're talking about LA as like a relationship in a way. We're on to number 8, no fun.
Fuck my friends, they're gone. They all left one by one. And now the summer's done. They don't need no more fun. Yeah, drive around on my own. I'm rich but my AC broke.
I do want to say that I feel like some of the songs, production wise, are kind of night and day. Some of them sound a lot clearer, a lot better mixed than some of the others. Slow Dancing in the Dark, for example, was an example of a really good produced song. This one seems a lot more clear as well.
Check no mail, no phone. And I tell them I'm not home. And I keep to myself. Fuck with no one else. And I know it's my fault, but I don't care. And I keep to myself. Who are you to pretend? And I know it's my fault. It'll never end. Yeah, all my friends no fun. Yeah, all my friends no fun. Drive around on my own. Yeah, all my friends no fun.
Maybe he is kind of an introvert in a way. But I also know that he's an artist. He's a YouTuber. He's a musician. He's kind of all these things. So I'm assuming that a lot of his time and effort gets put towards his projects and less so on his friends.
Yeah, all my friends no fun. All they do is sun. Yeah, all my friends no fun. Yeah, I can't get no sleep. I look so good in green. I run, and I don't have no more dreams. I drive around on my own. Feel dead, but I feel my bones. I hide out on my throne.
He does a really interesting thing with his songs, because I feel like each section kind of has an added sound to it, whether it be chimes or an extra layer of bass that we haven't heard in the song previously. But it's a lot of things like that that keep it interesting. That keep it full of variety, and I love that. I love seeing things like that.
Now my cover is blown, yeah. Now my cover is blown, yeah. Now my cover is blown, oh. Now my cover is blown, oh. Now my cover is. Yeah, all my friends no fun. Yeah, all my friends no fun. Drive around on my own. Yeah, all my friends no fun. Yeah, all my friends no fun. Yeah, all my friends no fun.
While I do think that song fits in thematically, there is kind of an isolation aspect to that we've gotten like on this entire album, right? But I don't know if that's my favorite song. It's pretty repetitive, and I don't know, just not my favorite on the project so far. We're on to track number 9, Come Through. And I'm swimming like Nemo. I feel like that's kind of the perfect representation of this album so far. There's been a lot of isolation.
With 1,000 teeth, Olivia, but entirely on my wrist, you look like heaven. Yeah, entirely on my neck until it breaks.
What? I guess I'm confused because the imagery is very interesting. I mean, we're visualizing them as a leviathan with thousands of teeth biting onto your wrist, and it looks like heaven. I don't quite know what that means, but it's such an interesting image.
If I live too long, you count me with a stake. No mistake. The reflection never point the same way. I'm on repeat, yeah. Diamond like a dancing queen. So, won't you go through water on me? We gon' walk right through.
While the tone has been super consistent, sometimes I think it does kind of get in the way because some of the songs do kind of meh about this one. We're on to track number 10, R.I.P.
There's no more time, just lay it on me. If I lost my love, you can blame it on me. Are you ready or not? We can start right here. Take you on the rocks, so crystal clear. Oh, oh, oh. Are they talking about us? Are they talking about us? Yeah. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy how consistent he's been throughout this entire album. My only things that I feel critical about are the kind of sameness of that. It can be good and bad. Like I've seen beautiful, beautiful moments on this album so far, but I've also seen moments that have just been okay. And I think it's because of that sameness.
Trying to find your love, put your love above. Baby, all we need is trust. No one over us, no one over us.
Okay, Trippy Red, Trippy Red. I don't, to be honest, I don't really listen to Trippy Red. I've heard a few songs here and there, and I know that he has potential with his vocals. I don't know if he necessarily goes there in his discography or not, but I'm digging the way he's kind of like adapting to this song. Like he sounds great here.
No one over us, yeah. Me and you, you and I would die for you. You would die for you, suicide for you. R.I.P. I would die for you.
I get the whole point of like I would die for you and everything like that, but like suicide for you makes no sense at all. No sense at all. That's basically like asking the person you're in a relationship with or them telling you like go kill yourself. You'd be like, okay, I'll go do that for you. No, that doesn't make any sense. I would die for you makes sense. Suicide for you does not make sense to me.
I would die for you. I would die for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would die for you.
Okay.
Die for you.
Okay.
I would die for you.
Oh.
I would die for you. There's no more time.
Yeah. That's kind of a little bit what I was talking about earlier with maybe Joji pushing his vocal range a little bit. Like I think that's kind of the perfect example how Trippy Red, started off a little bit with less intensity, slowly building his way into that final moment there. Yeah, I think that was great. Ooh, I'm actually really impressed by Trippy Red here. I didn't really think I'd ever say that. I've never really liked his music before, right? I don't go out of my way to go listen to Trippy Red, but right here, he's killing it.
I would die for you. I would die for you. R.I.P. I would die for you.
We're on to track number 11, XNXX, or I think Xanax.
I don't really wanna run around, yeah. Time is going slow and I don't mind, yeah. Tell me if you know I'm really found, yeah. Fuck around a bit and get it right, yeah. I don't really wanna run around.
I like the sound. I like the sound a lot. Time is going slow and I don't mind. In a way, that's kind of felt like this album. Like this whole thing has been more slower paced, but like I don't mind that at all because it's been really enjoyable. This has been a super enjoyable listen so far.
Singing all the rhymes that make your world go round, 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 round. keep it past another mile away. Another night, a lot more days. Hard to think about you anymore, but I keep you in my mind always.
That's a good thought. I like that. Another night, a lot more days. Hard to think about you anymore, but I keep you in my mind always. I like that. I like that because even if you do break up with somebody, they have been still a part of your life, and you probably learn from that experience, whether the relationship was good or bad. I guess it's up to you if you block it out. Like if it's traumatizing, then you'll probably block it out, right? But for the most part, relationships can be super constructive.
From last night, couldn't hear your voice, I fight. I won't be around you anymore. In a dream where you feel low, I don't really wanna run around. Yeah, time is going slow and I don't mind. Yeah, tell me if you know I'm really found. Yeah, fuck around a bit and get it right. Yeah.
We're on to the final track. I'll see you in 40. He does a really good job of playing with like distortion with his voice, or like having these modulators on his voice, and knowing when to use it, because every time he's used one in this album, it's always been effective. Wow. Was not expecting that. I feel like the music plays a huge part in the ambiance. Well, I mean, obviously, but I don't know. It's almost like it's orchestrated by Joji. I guess I don't know how much he does behind everything. Like, I don't know if he produces. Oh, this is produced by Joji. Okay, never mind. That answers that. Okay, so yeah, like it feels like he plans things out perfectly to serve a purpose, much like with the guitar solos that I was talking about earlier. You notice the difference between the beginning and the verse.
If you were 22, forever would be nice. Would be nice. Why you dare take that way?
Oh. What other songs does Joji produce? I don't know. I like him on his own production. A lot of the times, I don't really feel that way, because I feel like when somebody produces for themselves, it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't turn out as good as it should.
I could name 1,000 different reasons you could find. Oh, you're mine. I know I'm right. I can feel the change. The way you sing your song. I can feel the waves you send from Kingdom Song.
The production is so heavy and so dark on this. It's been dark on this whole album, right? But I don't know. Something about this is hitting a little deeper in a way. And those transitions are almost flawless to me. I love that. I love hearing the transition of the huge dark production into the guitar. It almost sounds relieving in a sense.
I can feel the weight you send from kingdom sun.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's just beautiful. I think that's really well done. I love that. I love that. Let me know other songs Joji has produced for, because he does good. He does good. Nice. Yeah, he he's great with emotion. I can almost read this perfectly. Like, the transitions of emotion are so apparent to me. This is like heartbreaking. I won't come around. I will find myself, and I still love you. It's sending it off on like kind of a nice note, but at the same time, there's still kind of some there's a foreboding feeling to that, I guess. Like I was saying, with the vocal modulators or distortion, whatever you really want to call it, it's effective. Like 100%. I think that's super apparent on this one, with the intro and the outro kind of matching each other, right? That was Joji's Ballads 1. I love that. I absolutely love that. With that being said, there were some spots that I didn't necessarily love. Like, I think there were a few songs that didn't feel necessary, or were just kind of repeating the same thing that were being said on other songs that were maybe better. Um, some of the production at points felt a little off. And I don't know if that was on purpose to, further enhance the atmosphere or something like that, but to me, to my ear, something seemed a little off on a few of the songs. But other than that, I love this. I had such a good time with this, even though it's depressing as crap. um, yeah, like, the atmosphere is there, 100%. It makes me excited to listen to Joji's next work, because I know that he works on his vocals, and I can't imagine. I can't imagine what that album's like, because I don't know. I could just tell that he's a really solid worker. He's a good artist. Kind of always has been. Like, if you've seen his YouTube channel, like, dude's creative. He's super creative. So I can't wait to see what he does with his next work. That's going to be the end of the video. Other than that, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye!